The voice of scholars. The voice of scholars.
Past is our lesson, present is our gift, and future is our motivation. Hello everyone and welcome to our Epical TV YouTube channel. You are watching the program, The Voice of Scholars, with your regular host Ram and technically supporting me, Anil and Ashok. This program raises the contemporary educational issues with the various scholars in relation to their personal and professional life. So today we are honored to have energetic and enthusiastic personality, a good critic and lecturer of Kailali Multiple Campus, Mr.Sitaram Bhatta. So let me welcome him in our program. First of all, welcome to our Epical TV YouTube channel and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
How is your life moving on, sir?
As usual, I've been taking classes, reading and doing daily jobs.
Let's go back to your childhood. How was the past life of Mr. Sitaram Bhatta?
I was born in Dhuti, then my family came to Tarai, so I got my schooling, my education in Kataria school, in Data school, and then I completed my bachelor's degree from Kailali Multiple Campus. Then I went to Central Department of English and I completed my master's degree. After some years, I completed my MPhil also. So this was my academic life, and during these years I have been teaching also.
Let me connect these ideas with your childhood. We have lots of incidents in our childhood. Childhood is the one of the innocent age, and lots of things unconsciously we are doing. Do you have any kinds of memorable event of your life, unforgettable event?
There are so many. Especially as a child, we used to play and we used to swim in the flooded river near Ataria. So we used to go cattle grazing, and then we used to play different kind of games. So climbing on trees on the top and parents coming down and then threatening for thrashing us. So these kind of memorable events. Sometimes we used to come from school. While coming back, we used to get lift on some trucks. Sitting at the back of the truck, we used to throw different goods down to our friends. Some mischievous activities also come to mind. There are so many such experiences, and they make me smile nowadays.
Yeah. Okay. Teacher and teaching profession is often criticized by many people in our society. But what things did you see in education field that you have chosen teaching profession as your career?
Let me say in this way, teaching profession is not actually criticized. Some people don't respect as they should. Actually, our society respects teachers. So from the past, teachers have been respected. I entered this profession because my father was aware of education, so he opened a school in Dhoti, in my birthplace, and coming down to Tarai, he established Guheshwari school near Ataria. So he had a different kind of awareness towards education, and he used to tell people in my village to get education. He used to use two words. Santati is more important than Sampati. So make your Santati, means make your children. Give them good education. You don't need to give them property. So this kind of awareness opened my eyes towards teaching profession, and then I saw some teachers like Hemraj sir being respected, all people in the society. So the former campus chief of Kailali campus, Hemraj Bhatta, he is source of my inspiration. And then in my high school days, my headmaster Tarkraj Joshi, a dashing personality. So coming in touch and let's say growing up in the tutelage of these teachers, I was pulled towards this profession.
So you are inspired by your father as well as some personalities of your life.
Yeah. These three dashing personalities inspired me towards education field.
But some of the people think that who are the teacher nowadays, and when you ask the questions, to them, why did you choose teaching profession? And someone thinks that this is the quite easy job, they can get this teaching job very easily, as well as some of the people think that they came to the teaching profession by their chance. What things would you like to say to those type of teachers?
Sometimes this is socio-political kind of situation that makes people frustrated towards their profession, because you are master's degree holder and not earning as much as some SLC failed person is earning. So money factor. Sometimes what happens is you don't have that power to influence other people to get problems solved through a shorter way. So during that situation, you feel that, well, you chose the wrong way. Otherwise, if you talk about me, many people in society know me because of this profession. Many people in society respect me because of this profession. And I think whatever I know can be very easily delivered, shared with people. And when I see the satisfaction on the faces of my students, it gives me untold kind of pleasure. So because of this pleasure, for this pleasure,
Today we have with us energetic and enthusiastic personality, a good critic, a lecturer of Kailali Multiple Campus, Mr. Sitaram Bhatta. Now it's time for short commercial break. Stay with us.
Numbers.
Discipline and perseverance as key motto.
Well-equipped labs, science and computer.
Diverse scholarship schemes.
Transportation facilities as per the needs.
Peaceful environment.
Student-centered teaching.
Counseling and guidance.
Regular school parents interaction.
Classes through multimedia.
Tours, project works, field visit, case study, presentations and seminars.
Well-stocked library. Aishwarya Dhangadi, Kailali.
Welcome back to our program, sir.
thank you.
You have been involved in teaching professions for a long period of your life. How do you analyze the present education condition of Nepal, or we can say the educational system of Nepal?
Education system of Nepal is in crisis today because there is a big gulf between private education and public education. Government schools are falling far behind than private schools, and private schools also have so many weaknesses, so many evil practices. Government is unable to control. So it's like W. Yeats' poem, a line in his poem, center cannot hold and things fall apart. Our center is unable to hold. Actually, government should hold the system of education, and there is no control. So now anyone can do anything they like. And this is a kind of anarchy in education system.
Can we blame in the police or government regarding the education system?
Yeah, government is responsible because there are so many controlling mechanisms, monitoring mechanisms. They are not functioning well, and they are influenced by different kind of interest groups, and they should not be. That is one of the problems we have today. And even we educators are influenced by different ideologies and different interests, and we are not completing our duty as we should do. So there are so many parts of, so many weaknesses on the parts of teachers, on the parts of monitoring body, on the part of government. Even policy makers are also making the donors happy and trying to prepare the policy. So these things are some of the weaknesses. So I see education is in crisis today.
Can you list out the current issues of education in Nepal? If you have to point out a list of current issues.
Yes, good. One is employment-oriented education. Another is technical kind of education. Another is education that is based on local realities. The next one is the traditional kind of teaching learning system and the traditional kind of education. These are some of the issues that are that are burning in our society today. And a bigger portion of our education is influenced by the Westerners, and that is a tragedy for us because we are forgetting our ground reality. We are forgetting our heritage from the past, especially the Indian culture, the culture in the Indian subcontinent. That is the treasure of knowledge, and we are forgetting it, we are ignoring it. That is unfortunate for us.
How can we overcome those problems, those challenges?
First of all, policy should be made. Our policy should be corrected so that our children are made aware about ground reality. They should be made aware about their past, their heritage, and they should be critically judging the knowledge that is flooding towards us. Nowadays, whatever comes from the West, we are swallowing it and we are trying to digest. And that is actually not knowledge. Whatever the whites do, we think this is a kind of colonized mentality. Whatever the whites, whatever the Westerners produce, we think that is ultimate for us. So we are nowadays infected with inferiority kind of complex. It should not be. We should be aware of it. And our children should be made aware of this thing.
Let's talk about private school, because private schools are nowadays in concern by the government and by everybody, we can say. Private schools are established as the alternative medium of providing education. But some private schools are opening and they are doing business in the name of imparting education to the children. And what is your perception regarding this point? And on the other hand, the government is doing exercise to abolish private school. And how far is it possible and practical for the government?
Okay, let me come to the beginning part of your question. You said alternative to public education. No. What I think is private education is complementary or supplementary, you can say, supplementary to public education. So it should assist the government schools. Whatever is lacking in government school should be fulfilled by private school. They are doing a good job. I don't blame them. They are doing a good job. But there are so many weaknesses regarding government job, boarding schools, that they should correct. They are unable to fulfill the duty of imparting education to children, because there are so many weaknesses like number one, textbooks. There are many textbooks like junk food. So they are not well edited, not written, not well researched. They are a kind of source of tension for our children. Next one is there is a kind of practice of taking a lot of fees, and this burden of fees is another problem with our private education. And the next big problem is this so-called English medium, where teachers are unable, parents are unable to deal with children in English kind of environment. Even then we are forcing. Okay, it's fine, English is very important. So, but what happens is, there are so many things that are related to your ground reality, your culture, your daily life, which you cannot, let's say, take in English, or you cannot teach in English. So, some subjects like social studies can be taught through Nepali medium kind of channel, so that children can understand their reality, their eyes can be opened very well towards those things. But this thing is being ignored, and very thick kind of textbooks are being prepared for our children, which they are unable to, let's say, go through. Last time I was commenting on a textbook that is kept by one of such boarding schools, and there was a lot of debate regarding it. I saw a 7th class textbook of social studies in which there are 4 lines, a sentence covering 4 lines. Can a child of 6th class understand that long sentence with jargons? That is impossible. So such textbooks should be edited. They should be well checked, well evaluated. So where
Well
is
done, right.
where is our monitoring body? What are they doing? In the name of textbook, anything is imposed on young children, young minds, and they are feeding with this kind of junk. So that is junk food for young brains. That is not good. Another big problem that I realized recently is in the name of being English medium students, they are like being Santa Claus, coming on that uniform and then celebrating Christmas. So they don't celebrate Gaura, they don't celebrate Dasai, they don't celebrate Krishnastami. So many schools don't talk about Janai Purnima. Why are they talking about this Santa Claus? Okay, our students should be informed, but they should not be uniformed. Our students were imposed, they were ordered to put on, to become Santa Claus on the day of Christmas and come to school. So, who made this compulsory? Why did they make? Those kind of people should be punished simply because they are Hindus. They belong to this Indian subcontinent. They have their own cultural heritage. If you are telling your young children to put on this kind of dress or to be Santa Claus, then you are making them mimic men. So this kind of mimic men kind of culture should be minimized.
Yes,
It
so
should be discouraged.
everyone should be concerned authorities should have to pay attention regarding this point, as you have just said about the ground reality of the boarding private schools.
Yes, whatever your heritage is, whatever you should be proud of, like photocopy of the whites. And that is not proper way of educating children. They should be aware, they should be informed, they should be given that knowledge in a very convenient way, but they should not be changed. Now we are changing them, and that is a kind of crime our today's practice is doing. So if we correct this kind of behavior, if we make kind of correction in this kind of practice, then our education can go in track.
Really good analysis, sir. Okay, sir, we are at the end of our program. What suggestion would you like to leave to our audience who are watching our program through Epical TV YouTube channel?
Okay, one thing is when we are educating our children, we should be keeping in mind what we want to, let's say, deliver them. What kind of citizens do we imagine from them tomorrow? So they will be like cartoons if you are totally westernizing your children. So they should maintain their nature, they should maintain their cultural heritage, they should maintain their ownness. So they should maintain their self, but they should have bright knowledge of everything around them, everything from the West. They should be aware. So we should be teaching them critical kind of approach. So delivering critical approach is important to our young children. That is important, I think.
Thank you very much for your valuable time and wishing you all the best for your upcoming time and all your upcoming careers.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Today we had with us energetic and dynamic personality, a good critic, a lecturer of Kailali Multiple Campus, Mr. Sitaram Bhatta. Thank you everyone for watching our program. Thank you very much to Anil and Ashok for their technical support. So don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to our Epical TV YouTube channel for more updates. Thank you. See you again.